Hi guys, hope everybody is doing really well today. Today's been a pretty busy day for me. I've been doing a lot of driving and I've got two rather interesting and very rare items to show you today. So hopefully you find this interesting. So before I get into what I'm going to show you today, I'll explain how it came about. Recently I've been going on to Facebook and I met a chap who is in the US who has a rather outstanding collection of adjustable spanners and miniature spanners, and he told me about an auction in America, wrenching auction and wrench club. So I ended up buying some items from the auction and actually bought an item directly from that chap as well, which I haven't received yet, so there isn't a video. But he was telling me about the wrench club which they have in the US, and also he was telling me the members and stuff, and he said that there's one member in England, in Cheshire. Well, I live in Cheshire, well, next to Cheshire in Lancashire, so very, very close to me. So he said, I'll give you his email and you can, say hello. It's always nice to meet people who have a similar interest as to you. So this was yesterday. So he sent me the email yesterday, and I dropped the chap an email saying, I collect adjustable spanners and I live locally. And the chap surprisingly emailed me back the same day and said, basically, come round, take a look, have a look at my collection. So I took a big box of my double adjustable spanners, just in case he had something, and I went there and I was amazed by his collection. He displayed his collection and it was rather amazing. So I'll insert some pictures, a couple of pictures of his collection. So I've inserted a few pictures there. He had about 40 or 50 boards, and each board had a display on each board, and it was rather amazing. Now, on them displays, I noticed he had two spanners, which I thought was rather amazing. And I asked if he'd do a swap, and he said to me he doesn't do swaps and he doesn't do sell anything. But I explained to him the reason why I wanted the first one, which is this spanner here. This is a Lucas Diamond adjustable spanner, quite an early adjustable spanner indeed. I'll just get you the book and show you the book. Right guys, so this is the book, and this is the Lucas Diamond, which is his three styles, and they were from 1891, and the 4 1/4 inch, 4 5/8 and 4 3/8 inch. Now the one I have swapped today is the one on the left, which you can see the one on the left is very pitted, and this is probably the best example Ron Geesin, the chap who wrote this book, has got. Now this one is a rather really lovely example for its age, and it's really rather nice. So I was super happy to find that, and I'm going to send that to my friend and buddy who's been collecting these. I've made a video before of the three he's trying to get. He's trying to get the middle one here, the Lucas Diamond, which is not this one, unfortunately, and he's trying to get two more. I'll insert the pictures again of the two he's missing. So those are the two he's missing, but obviously he's an avid collector of these, and I'm pretty sure this is a better example than the example he has of this type of adjustable spanner, which is extremely rare. So when I spoke to the chap, I said I did take a box of my doubles, my best doubles, and the one I took was this Queen Bass wrench, which is an adjustable, and I said you can have any two in the box, and he chose that one, and he chose a Van Dooley's a 16-inch because he didn't have it. So I gave him those two for this one, which is a Lucas Demon. So I think it was a very fair swap, because the Queen Bass is an extremely rare wrench as well, but not quite as rare, I don't think, as the Lucas. So I gave him those two for that one. He was very kind to swap. He understood the chap really wanted it for his collection, and he was very kind, so I'm very grateful to him. So I did swap that for my friend, and I'm going to post that on Monday to him as a gift. And then the other thing I saw on his book was this thing here. And this, some of you may know, this is my favourite adjustable spanner. Now, the Van Duijls, I was having a chat with Ron Geesing, the chap who wrote that book, and he told me that basically he didn't know it went bigger than a 3, and he's been collecting for over 60 years. He's in his 90s, and he wasn't aware it went bigger than a 3 until recently. Alex found a 5 1/4. So this one is a number 4. So I couldn't believe my luck when I saw it. It was attached to those boards I showed earlier, and all attached, but I could see it was broken here on the nut. You could see that the nut has been broken, sadly, which is a real shame. But so I said to him, I said, would you swap that one? And he said, well, it was a gift from a friend. I said, I understand. I said, but it's the one I'm missing for my collection. Would you swap it for 2? I'll give you a Van Duijls number 2, and I'll give you a Van Duijls number 1, because I had them in the box, for your number 4. And he said, okay, I'll swap it. If you need it, I'll swap it, which was also very kind of him. So I gave him the 2 Van Duijls for that, because they were doubles. And then when I cut the string and turned it over, oh dear, I didn't even see that at all. It's absolutely pitted to anything, which is a real shame. Obviously, I didn't see that because it was attached to the board this way, the good side out. But still, even with this damage, it's still an extremely rare survivor. And if Ron and my friend, who have both been collecting 50 or 60 years, have never seen one, I have another chap who's in the Netherlands who's been collecting for 6 years, and he's not seen a number 4. Even despite all of this, it's still an excellent item, and I'm over the moon to have it in the condition it's in. So I gladly swapped those items for that. So I got one extremely rare item for this, and then I got one for my friend Roger, and they are very, very cool indeed. Now, if anybody knows the location or comes across any of the other ones shown in this video, I applaud you to get in contact. Roger will either give you a large amount of money or he'll give you something else, because he's just missing those 3 to complete the set. And if anyone can help, I would be very appreciative, you know, to help. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that. I'm very grateful to the chap who did the swap, and very grateful for the guy who gave me his email, and everyone's in such a nice community. I enjoyed the trip out. It was about an hour journey from me there, an hour back. And I think I got 2 lovely wrenches. Despite the condition on the other side, this is extremely rare. And I'd be very surprised if anyone who's watching this video has ever seen one other than this one. So thanks very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I'm going to get this wrapped up now. Take care. Bye.